Hello, this is Juliet Crocco, instructional developer at the CTLA. Today I want to talk about the Canvas Rich Content Editor Accessibility Checker, which is built into every page, assignment, discussion, and quiz that you create. One of the biggest barriers instructors face in making their courses more accessible is time. I get it. We don't have a lot of time. With limited hours in a day, it's hard to go back and review every piece of content. However, a highly recommended practice is to review upcoming content as a part of lesson planning and preparation. As you prepare for the next week's content, I encourage you to add one more step: checking accessibility before publishing. Many instructors publish their modules a week or two in advance and review them to ensure links work and everything is in place. While doing this, you can also run the accessibility checker to prevent future issues. Let's say you have an unpublished module, but all its content is ready. Before publishing, go through it as if you were a student. Click on links. Ensure functionality and identify potential problems. However, to catch underlying accessibility issues, you'll need to enter edit mode. When you go into edit mode, you'll find the Rich Content Editor with the built-in accessibility checker at the bottom. In recent years, Canvas improved this feature, making it a notification style icon that alerts you to accessibility issues. Clicking on it reveals specific issues and provides guidance on how to fix them. In my example, when I click on the accessibility checker, the first issue is that image file names should not be used as the alt attribute describing the image content. In this case, this icon is not providing information that is not already found in the text. It's just a decorative image. So that's what I'm going to choose for this particular image. There's many other images where you're going to need to describe more, but in this case, it's just a decorative image. To ensure the changes propagate, I don't click Next, I must click Apply. The next issue is loaded, which in this case is adjacent links with the same URL should be a single link. This can happen when copying and pasting content in Canvas. Merging links ensures clarity and prevents duplicate accessibility errors. And so just click Merge Links and Apply. Another common error with accessibility in Canvas pages are the use of tables. The caption for the table is like the table title. If you have the table title somewhere else, you should delete the other one and just use the caption that describes the contents of the table for students. Click Apply to move on to the next. And now it says to set the table header. In this case, the header row. The rows are labels for the content that is found within the table. So I choose header row. I choose Apply and move on to the next accessibility issue. In this case, I have manually formatted a list instead of using bullet points found in the Rich Content Editor. When I select Format as List, I need to apply it. While I'm still thinking about it, I want to make sure that I go back and I fix those bullets because it did not recognize the other three parts of the list. So I'm going to close the accessibility checker for now and then make the rest of this list bullets. I'm going to highlight all of it and choose the bullets. Choose the bullets one more time and then delete the manual markers that I had. Now I can go back into the accessibility checker and finish up with the very best and most practical accessibility tool, which is the color contrast checker. What I love about this is that it allows you to actually slide the color to find an accessible color. As I drag the color picker, notice that the apply button is grayed out. I'm waiting for this to change to a clickable link, and that will tell me that I have found an accessible color. One method I have of finding that color is to drag down into the right, so I have a highly saturated yet dark enough color to be contrasted with whatever the background color is. There we go. The apply button has changed. I can click it now. And the accessibility checker is done. No more issues are detected. It's important to note that while the in-canvas accessibility checker may not return any further of accessibility issues, there may be other issues that are not picked up by this tool. So it's important to become informed about these things. And if you really want to go further, you can always use tools like the Wave Evaluation tool or You Do It 3, which is located in your Canvas course. And more will be discussed on that in the future. Within the description of this video, you're going to find a link to the Canvas guide on the accessibility checker. And I'm also going to send you to a blog post from someone in the Canvas community that has an exceptional article about using the rich content editor to meet accessibility standards. Thank you so much for watching, and please reach out to me in the CTLA or any one of us. We are happy to help you with this work.